Alright, so I went to Portland Retro Gaming Expo over the weekend. Let's talk about what I picked up and the experience I had there, and let's get into it. Alright, so if you actually went to the show this weekend, you probably know that the red shirt means I volunteered. So I was there for roughly 12-ish hours, both Saturday and Sunday. I shopped, obviously, with the collection here, as well as I volunteered about 6 hours each day. And so let's talk about that. They did get news coverage of the event on Friday the 13th, and that's like kind of the theme of the show. I realize that the poster I put up is kind of blocked by me, but I did get a poster, as I try to every year, and a shirt, as well as I have another shirt that you could buy as an attendee, but this is the volunteer shirt. And so yeah, it was a great experience. Great people that work there as well as volunteer there, and great experience all around. If you do want to volunteer for next year's show, they will be starting up, I believe, in the summer of next year, but I'll link down in the description. The Portland Retro Gaming Expo.com, I think is what it's called, but I'll leave it down in the description so you guys can go ahead and look at that. I don't know if there's a sign up for like a notification of when they do volunteers or not. And I didn't have any panelists that I saw this year, so I don't have any footage of that. And 2019 I did a bunch of footage for that year. And last year I only volunteered, didn't really pick up anything as I had too much stuff going on, so I only had time to volunteer. And so I didn't make a video for that one. But I do go every year. I'm starting to volunteer. I'll probably volunteer for every year going forward. And I encourage you guys to as well. They always need more volunteers. And so let's go ahead and start talking about things. So I got the PS3 here, which is a, the model number is CECHA01, which means it's one of the first ones that was released, as well as it is fully backwards compatible. The person I bought it from said it worked fine. It blows hot air out of it, which is good in this instance. You want the air to be coming out and not the console itself to be hot. That is a misconception. Just make sure that the console is running hot. I'm not going to open this guy up in this video. There will be another video of me opening up the box and taking everything out, as well as opening it up and cleaning it. And because I don't think it's been opened. They said that the seal is still there. I only briefly looked at the console. I'm pretty sure it works fine, and so we'll be testing it out, as well as I'll probably start it up, see how it's working. This console itself won't play PS3 games for me. This is going to be solely PS1 and 2, as I don't want to try to push the system too much. I do want to keep this as working as long as it can be. And yeah, so I've got some experience tearing down some PS3s, made some mistakes in the past, and so that video might be pushed back a little bit, as I do want to take my time to open this guy up and clean it and make sure it's all good and everything. So that might be a little bit of a time delay for this guy, but I promise you I will get to this video and open it up and clean it. So now that we talked about that, I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side, since I don't actually want to open it today. So set that to the side. We have an Eon adapter, so I'm giving someone a lot of my GameCube stuff. That's why I also have the Mario Party stuff here, as I already own these, but I am giving it to someone, so I want to make sure I have doubles. And they made a great deal, Castlevania games. I don't think you can buy through their website anymore. I do have another link for Rondo games down in the description. I'm not exactly sure on the name. I'll put it on the screen just so you guys can look down in the description for the link down there. That is an affiliate link, and so we'll get some money if you guys buy anything through there. But the Eon adapters, for the most part, work really well. The Xbox One, I've heard, had some issues of just trying to talk with displays and stuff. I'll link down in the description ePostbox's video on that, on how to fix that and everything, if you guys do want to buy the Xbox One. But the other ones, which they have a GameCube one, and I think they have one other one. Oh, 64. I own that one as well. So I do recommend you guys picking these up, especially if you don't want to open up the GameCube to mod it or anything. I probably will in the future, but for right now I'm going to use this guy. And for non-modded systems, I'll probably use this guy as well. And then let's go into the games. So I have this ordered. This is the second day. This is the first day. First day, I bought the PS3, so I didn't buy a lot of games with it. And I realize now that I'm missing a game, so I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the other game I bought on the day 2, and it is complete in box, but we'll talk about that in a second, as that was day 2. So I am getting a lot of Wii U games because I am trying to get as close to 100% of the Wii U library as possible. I saw a few games that were like $600, so I'm not sure if I can get those cheap or not, but I'm trying to fill out the library. So I got Madden 13. Not much to say. It looks like it's in good condition. I'm not worried about it being in good condition as long as the disc is good and hopefully the manual and everything are in it. So I'm kind of loosey on condition for the most part, but this one came in a pretty good condition, so we have that one. And we got Mario Party 10, same thing, just trying to finish out the collection. I'm at like 107, I think, altogether. 109 because I didn't scan in the new version, new games that I got, because I'm not sure I'm going to open them, but we'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, that's why I got Mario Party 10. I'm missing one Mario Party game or two. I think I'm missing 3 and 9, and 3 is on the SNES, I believe, or the 64, and then 9 is on the Wii. So definitely gonna get those at some point, but for right now I don't have them. And like I said, I bought replacements or versions that I'm going to give away to not you guys, to someone I know. So that's why I bought them over again, because I do already own them. And that was pretty much day 1. I was very satisfied with the PS3, and day 2 is usually my cheaper, where I just buy a bunch of cheap games, and it's a little easier to haggle. I did buy one that was more expensive. Let's go ahead and day 2. We'll leave this guy to the end, and we'll talk about that. So I got Mega Man X 4, 5, and 6. They were relatively good priced. I paid less than $50 for each one of these, I believe. I'm not exactly sure how much. I took the tags off already. I didn't want to show too much prices because they could be varying. But for the most part, yeah, under $50, really good price. They're decent condition. Again, I don't really care too much as long as it's not like cracks. I care about cracks the most with PS1 games, as I don't want a bunch of cracks. And then greatest hits, I go back and forth on. If it's a game I actually really care about and I want to play and want to own, I will care. But Mega Man, I haven't played a lot of Mega Man X or Mega Man in general, so I'm not too picky with it. So that's pretty much my guide on greatest hits or any of those, where if I'm paying already a lot for the game, like Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door I've been looking for GameCube, but I found a lot of greatest hit ones. I don't really want greatest hit ones if I'm paying the same price. So if they do knock off $10-15 for it, that's probably when I'll pick it up, but that one I'm fine with it. So I already own this, but this is sealed, factory sealed, brand new, and I'm not going to open it as I already have a playable copy, so I'm definitely not opening this one. But I saw it for, I think, like $70, so I figured I could buy it, leave it in this condition, and see if the value goes up. I'm not going to sell it, obviously. I'm not really much to sell, which you can tell from everything behind me. But yeah, that's pretty much why I bought this. I thought it was a good deal, and pretty much it. That's a lot of what I got from this con, was I just thought it was a good deal. So I bought this for, I think, $30, sealed. I think I'm going to open these, but if I do, I'm going to do it in a short, and I will link those down in the description if I did do it, as well as it'll link back to this video. So if you're from that short, welcome. And yeah, we'll open this guy and this guy. And again, I'm just trying to get the Wii U collection up. I like that this one is white. It's very much different than every other one being blue for the most part. I don't know, there's a lot of game variation for cases in the Wii U era. There's not in the Switch era, so it definitely seems to be a thing that Nintendo is trying to do, where they don't change the overall marketing of the case. But there's I think I have Saints Row on the Switch that's like purple and black, I think, and I've got a few of them that way where they're not exactly the standard case. So let's blow through some of these. We got Just Dance for Kids. Again, I probably will never play it. I might try it once just to say I played it, but for the most part, I'm just trying to get all the games that are in the Wii U library. The Walking Dead, I'm actually kind of interested in playing this, so maybe I'll play it. If I do play a lot of these, I'll probably do it on stream, so follow us on Twitch. But yeah, I like The Walking Dead. I need to watch the rest of it. I stopped watching like right after the guy with the bat. Like, I don't remember his name. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments, but I stopped watching after that, so I'm not up to date at all. I don't know when this was released, so maybe I can play it and not get spoiled or anything. But yeah, there's a lot of games in here that I'm just probably never gonna play and only bought to finish the collection. So we'll just leave that one in there. I haven't played a lot of the JRPGs. I believe this is one of them on the PlayStation 2. I played the standard stuff that I've already bought, but I want to have Xenosaga, and there's a few other series that I want to buy, but I haven't been able to find the first one. I think this is the first one. I didn't look it up, so let me know down in the comments if this is the first one. If it isn't, then I will figure out what the first one is and start playing through them. I do want to try to play through more of these as we get through kind of dead times like during December where there's not really a lot of games coming out, so I can play through some of the backlog. But I do want to know in the comments what you guys want to see me play, if you want to see any of these being played, so I can do it on Twitch and then maybe make a video around it. I love Need for Speed, so I'm very excited for this one. I don't know what the gamepad will do for this game, but I'm excited to actually play this. I didn't like this one on other consoles, mostly because it wasn't Most Wanted. It was just a different game labeled Most Wanted, from not from the PlayStation 2 era, which I love the PlayStation 2 Most Wanted. So a little disappointed, but I get it. They're just trying to get the name to be something that grabs you. Resident Evil, I haven't really played a lot of Resident Evils, so maybe this will be the one that starts me down that path. I've played like on and off, but I don't think I've ever beaten a Resident Evil. So I know it's October. I have Spider-Man though that I want to play, so I'm probably not going to get to any spooky games, but Resident Evil I'll probably get to hopefully soon. I do have a lot of them, so probably should start playing through them. As I have played through Resident Evil 2, I think, a little bit, but not a lot. I haven't played, like, the entire story or anything like that. It was just, like, I started it and then dropped it for something else. So, I got this guy for $5 because it wasn't labeled with a price, and I thought it was a good deal. It's also on the Wii, which I think I own the Wii version for it, so either that or I was looking to buy it and I just didn't a while ago, as it's taken me a while to get some of the Wii U games. I've kind of stopped buying Wii U games as they just are harder to find in good condition or decent condition, and buying online is kind of hard to know for that, and so I'm trying to avoid it because I care a little bit if it's like real damage, but if it's just a little bit, especially with these like kid handled games, which they're designed directly for kids, so for the most part, yeah, I'll deal with a little bit of dinging to the case or anything like that, but this one's actually in a pretty good condition. And again, I probably won't play a lot of these other than just like put it in, try it out. Wii U shop going down and everything probably makes these games kind of harder to play if they had breaking, bugs and everything. So again, sports games, I'm not too in a hurry to play them. I'm not interested in soccer that much, or the ESPN one, which is like a mixture of games, kind of like Mario Party, I think. So yeah, this one I saw at the con. Okay, so I bought it for like $12, and I saw someone trying to sell it for about $42. So I think they were trying to go off of the hype of the Barbie movie, but yeah, I'm not probably going to play this. And if I do, it'll be for fun and as a meme. Because I'm definitely not interested in playing it. But to say I played every Wii U game that I have in my collection would be really cool. So probably play it at some point, just a little bit. Shovel Knight, I think I played this on Switch or Steam. But again, collecting through all of the Wii U games, saw this guy, and I got it. All of these for like $12-ish, as Wii U games are kind of cheap right now. So I'm trying to get them all, trying to get as money as I can right now so that I don't have to pay a lot if they do rise in price. Transformers Prime, I kind of like Transformers games, so I might actually play through this. It just depends on how good the game is. Some of them can be kind of shoddy, as most like movie to game or anything like that, or games made off of movies, like I'm saying with cars. I like the cars on like Xbox, so maybe I'll like this one. I don't know if I've seen the third game or third movie. I know I've seen the second one. I may have seen the third one. I'm not 100% sure though. But again, this is starting to waver, so I'm gonna take that off because I think the PlayStation 2 game is PlayStation 1 game is the problem. Color Splash, I'm surprised I didn't own this. I thought I owned it, but apparently I don't. So yeah, that's one that I picked up. I've heard that people don't like this one, so I'll probably play it, but yeah, I've heard it's not the best one, or it is, and there's another Wii U one that is not as good. Let me know down in the comments again on the Paper Mario one of Color Splash, or is there another one that's worse than that? Do you guys like it? Would love to know your guys' opinion on that. And then Minecraft, which I don't know if you can play it very much because it's mostly an online type of thing, but yeah, I got that, so maybe it's just a novelty CD now, but got that to the collection. And then we got Pokemon Soul Silver. So this is complete in box. I bought it, I think, for $300. Yes. There's a whole story around this one. So for this guy, I actually bought it and realized that the cartridge was not in it. And the guy was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and was willing to help me out and actually let me go buy it somewhere else, and he refunded me for that purchase, which is really cool. So I went and found it somewhere else, and he gave me back the amount that I bought it from that vendor. So I only paid $300 for this, and he's probably still got it in a box or something somewhere, but he's like, I'm sorry, I thought I put it in this box, but maybe it was left somewhere else. He couldn't find it in any of the spaces that he had for like loose copies. So yeah, it winded up working out. It's not the exact copy that came with this, but I'm not too worried about that. And yeah, so that has been my haul from this year's Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Consider going if you guys can next year. It usually happens in October, and it keeps getting bigger every year, so it's very exciting to have that. I'm actually kind of local. It's in Oregon. I'm in Oregon, which is really cool, and a lot of vendors come in, a lot more out of state, which is really nice. The guy that I bought this from, I think, was from New York or somewhere else on the East Coast, so that's really cool to have all these different vendors flying in and willing to bring all their games and everything. So let me know down in the comments what you guys liked from this buy. Did you guys go and buy anything? Let me know if you guys got anything from the Retro Gaming Expo. Will you guys go next year or plan to? It's really fun. They have lots of panels, bringing in a lot of people, and I've loved it every year that I've gone. I've volunteered 2 years so far, and I'll probably keep going and volunteering and buying stuff. So also follow us on Twitch, as we're trying to grow our following on Twitch. We're playing through Spider-Man this week, as well as a bunch of other games we'll just randomly throw in there. I want to come up with some type of system so you guys can vote on which game I play. I gotta figure that out. And probably Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! If we can get some setups going. I have a setup for me, but I need to figure out who wants to play or anything. So follow us on Twitch and join our Discord, and I'll make some channels on Discord for those types of games, which I do want to play with the community. I love the idea of making a community where we just play either console games, retro games, PC games, Magic the Gathering, trading card games. I was trying to think of the name of it, and this video is long enough, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.